This special New York Comic Con edition of the Anthony Cumia Show is brought to you by DeepDiscount.com and Section 23 Films. Thanks, Deep Discount.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Jurassic World. No, actually, it's not Jurassic World. It's New York Comic Con. Take a look around. It's very obvious. Look, there's Batman. There's a guy. A lot of Asian girls with ponytails and such. Ooh, what's that? Not supposed to make fun of anybody either. We take a look at the rules of this place. Very strict and bullying. It's a non-bully. It's a bully-free zone, as they say. Oh boy, definitely want to thank Deep Discount and Section 23 Films for helping us out, helping us get here today. We're going to take a look around. We're going to talk to some people, a few celebrity interviews, and a hijink and maybe a shenanigan. So stick around. Thank you. Hi, everybody. We're here at the New York Comic Con. Oh, boy. Just got here, actually, and looking at the anti-harassment policy. They sure have a lot of rules here as far as harassment goes. Let's go through a couple of them, huh? Zero tolerance policy for harassment, any kind, including, but not limited to, stalking. That's a good one. I think a lot of people here probably stalk in their spare time. Harassing photography or recording. This must mean ass shots. I know at the Tampa Comic Con, Keith was taking ass shots of big fat women. Oops. Wait a minute. I said big fat women. Appearance, body size. All right, I'm a two-time loser there. And if it was a big fat Puerto Rican woman, citizenship. But what if she had a kid on board? A lot of these, sustained disruption of panels or other events. I don't know what that means. Offensive verbal comments. Fuck. Physical assault. Inappropriate physical contact. I don't know what that means. A lightsaber fight, perhaps? Fuck, how am I supposed to run the cameras without no battery or something? Unwelcome physical attention. How many times are they going to say unwelcome, like physical attention? And is this needed? Were people being like just assaulted at Comic-Cons? And I think this goes with the thing I was saying on the show, which is the girls have gotten a lot hotter here. I just broke another rule, even saying that. In relation to, but not limited to, of course, race, color, national origin, gender identity, gender presentation. There's 3 gender things there. Sexual orientation, how about 4? Age, body size. I thought that said appetite. It's appearance. Pregnancy. All right, I guess you get thrown out, right? And it doesn't matter who you are or anything. You just get thrown the fuck out. So we're going to be adhering to all of these rules. And I don't want to see anybody. Oh, shit. Look at this fucking piece of shit fat woman. Oh, sorry. All right. We all have to remember the rules here at the New York Comic Con. And one of the biggest ones, cosplay is not consent. Please keep your hands to yourself. And keep your hands to yourself. I got a little change in my pocket going. All right. So keep your hands to yourself. If you would like to take a picture with another, ask first. So you got to ask for pictures and everything? All right. Well, what if you came as Rape Me Girl? All right, cosplay is not consent, but what if you're Consensual Rape Me Girl? That would pretty much negate this whole sign. I don't know. We're going to have to test this one out. We're going to have to test this policy. Cosplay is not consent. Hi, sir. Is that weapons check thing? Is that like fake weapons?
It's fake weapons, yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Got it.
See, it's fake weapons, so I'm fine. We're here at the Back to the Future, what would you call this, pavilion? A Cafe 80s? And look at this, huh? Here it is. Ooh, I got a Pepsi, perfect. Do I get to keep it? All right, this is awesome. And let's see how good this is. Flux capacitor is fluxing. It actually, yes, it is on the right date. Although if you look on the internet, every date has been the right date since maybe 5 years ago. But this is really legit. The Mr. Fusion version, not the plutonium version, of course. Wow, this is really a nice job they've done here. I want one of these. I really would like to drive one around. Not that it would get a lot of attention. Here is, ladies and gentlemen, look who's shown up. It's Bobo. Bobo, who are you?
I'm the fourth generation of Doctor Who.
Fourth generation of Doctor Who. And are people pleased with your getup? Have you gotten any people that have said that's amazing?
A few people wanted to take pictures because of the costume.
Has anybody recognized you as Bobo?
Yeah, there has been about 5 so far.
Oh, okay. You like the Back to the Future whole thing going on here?
Yep, I like how they did the setup yesterday.
You're in the way. You're in everybody's way. What about those Mets?
Well, we won game 1 and hopefully we'll win today.
You're Doctor Who, so you should be able to pop into the future and know what happens. What's going to happen?
We end up winning it.
Now, if you remember in Back to the Future 2, it says the Cubs win the World Series, and the Cubs are in it. What do you think?
Well, there was a lot of predictions the movie got wrong.
I mean, we've seen some.
Bobo's saying that the movie wasn't real. The movie wasn't real. Woo! Let's see. Outlaws.
My offer of a T-shirt if you.
But I want to play. I'll get this bastard. Of course I won. I could really make this fun right now if you want. Maybe not. Uh-oh. Maybe I should do it this way.
Yeah, that's not gonna cut it. It's gotta be a vest.
Oh, there it is. Oh, this is racist. Yeah. I guess there's a lot of Martys, a lot of Marty McFlys, and they're gonna win Pepsi Perfect. And we got Doc Brown and Marty McFly over there taking pictures. That guy really looks like Michael J. Fox. That's nuts. Let me get in here quickly. What is that, sir?
This is Pepsi Perfect. They've been waiting 30 years for this to come out, and can you believe it? It's back just in time for New York Comic Con. Even though we're early, we're not supposed to be here till the 21st, but we came early just for you guys and the fans.
Isn't that a coincidence that that's out now and the movie was absolutely... Marty, how you doing, man?
I'm good. I'm doing good.
Yeah? What are you doing here in 2015? $50. Wow. What are you doing here in 2015?
I'm at the New York Comic Con at the Pepsi booth, and I love it.
Well, it's Marty and Doc Brown here with Pepsi Perfect. Hey, what are you in the Coast Guard? What are you in the Coast Guard?
Yeah.
What are you in the Coast Guard?
Yeah.
Marty McFly. Yo.
What's going on?
What's up? Remember that version. Cosplay's not consent. 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 Fuck. Hi. How are you? What are you cosplaying?
No.
Is this you? Are you the Bring Out Your Dead person from Monty Python? What is that? A battle tank? What is that thing? No? All right, thank you. Here at the U.S. Army recruiting booth, where, you know, you could throw cosplay out the window and really play, like really be in the Army. Can you sign up like right here? That would be a hell of a commitment to make You just came here and all of a sudden you're in the Army. That's pretty awesome. I would like to serve my country, but what's the age range here?
17 to 35 years old.
17 to 35. All right, I'm like 50. Is there any way I could get in?
No, but you're doing a great job for us. Let the people know what is the requirements to join the Army.
Well, that sounds like a pretty good thing, but I got to be honest with you. I kind of do like the shooting part.
Okay, everybody's a soldier in the Army. We will train to shoot and all that stuff. But you're going to be doing your job. If you are a computers expert, you're going to be doing your computer's job. It's not that you're going to have a weapon, I'm going to throw you to a foxhole and all that stuff. No.
But that stuff sounds fun, though, too. I mean, that kind of, well, maybe not fun, but exciting.
Yes, it is. You're going to be trained to do it, but you're going to be concentrate on your job.
Now, but there's another thing. I don't really like being yelled at, especially when I first get there. Will there be a lot of yelling?
It's going to be a little yelling, but it's part of the training. So basically, they're going to teach you to follow instructions and how to follow the instructions.
All right, that sounds reasonable. Thank you, Sergeant Diaz.
Thank you.
Oh, I wish I could have joined. Apparently, I'm a little too, what do they say, over the hill. That's what I am. But if you want some excitement, I guess. What about you, Rat? You fall into that whole thing. You'll be great. Maybe get that nose shot off. This is awesome. These, I guess in the future, at some point, you'll be able to just go to one of these and get money out of it. I know, it sounds like science fiction, but here at New York Comic Con, it's reality. What's your name, sir? It's great cosplay as a mannequin, I believe. This is probably one of the best ones I've seen. And what discipline. Like one of those British guards, just doesn't move, doesn't say anything. What are you wearing? See? Won't even talk. It's an amazing display of discipline and staying in character. What's your name, sir?
Piggy. This is Piggy, the three-legged super dog.
The dog's got 3 legs. He's cosplaying a 3-legged dog. It's amazing. How you doing, boy? Boy?
Yes. So he made this amazing recovery, and we discovered when he came to New York that he had suffered so much as a puppy that he actually developed the ability to detect when someone else is suffering, even when they're not in eye shot. So even though he was skin over a skeleton, he just had surgery, he worked every day to work through the pain to try to get to people that he could sense were in trouble, injured, suffering.
Like an empath.
And so he had a real-life superpower, and so he worked hard to become a real-life superhero. So we got him therapy trained, and he just became a natural, and he's a real-life superhero. We made him a superhero comic to show it. Bleeding Cool Magazine named him one of the top new comics that came out, and for all ages, appropriate audiences. And all the proceeds for it go to the free animal hospital in the Galapagos Islands that he inspired us to create.
That's awesome. So I guess his arch nemesis and villain would be the guy in the car.
Yeah. Unsafe drivers.
Unsafe drivers. That's good. And it was in the Dominican Republic, huh? Did they eat the leg?
We don't know what happened to the leg. We don't ask questions. But
That could be like one of the things, his long search for his leg.
someday he'll find it, along with his family, but also the leg. Yeah.
All right. Hi, we're here with Lucy Lawless. Isn't she beautiful? Of course. Oh,
gorgeous.
please, always. I've seen many of these, what do they look like now things on the internet, right? And you're always the beautiful one.
No.
Swear.
Nobody sees me. I live
No, I
so
swear.
far away from paparazzi. I don't believe I'm in those things.
They get pictures of you, believe me. You're a big star. Of course, Xena, back in what we call the day.
Yeah.
Still, like, played around the world, I guess, like, at any moment. Like, right now it's playing somewhere.
Yeah. Weirdly, there's new fans. I go to very few conventions, but when I do, I'm astonished by this sort of, there's always a upfront, all the new fans, because the old ones really encourage them. They're a very welcoming bunch, actually.
Mm-hmm. And now you're getting into another franchise that's just huge. So you're going to be, again, recognized now for something completely different and equally as cool.
very cool. When you say huge, it's huge in this world, but it's kind of it's a grassroots kind of cool, which a lot of the things I do are. It's a really fabulous world to be known in. I'm really delighted. And working with Bruce it's one of the great pleasures of my career is to work with Bruce. So it was a deal breaker. I was about to sign on for something else, and when it came up chance to work with Rob and Sam and Bruce, I was like, see you later, guys. Sorry.
I know with Sam and Bruce, obviously, they like having fun. They like having fun with things and giving some homage to a lot of classic movies and television in some of their projects. Do we see any homage to Xena or anything in Ash?
No. I think it's really important to keep those things distinct. No, it was about me. In fact, I found it quite difficult at first. I wanted to fit into their world, and I wasn't quite sure how to do it because the character wasn't really written with great, that is she a Nobi, is she not? They sort of flip-flopped back and forth, so it was very uncertain at first. How do I fit into their world without dragging any of that baggage? Because I don't think you want to mess with this, You've got to keep this pure and safe from.
That is true. And then Starz, of course, is doing this. Isn't it great that this day and age, the new media, you don't have to be a slave to kind of a few networks to get stuff on TV. It's a lot more avenues. You think that increases the ability to be creative and do different things?
Well, I know Starz is really brave. They're really brave. That's why we could realize Spartacus the way it was, and Starz will give you pretty damn free reign. You have to go really far to find out what's beyond the pale for them, which we found that place on Spartacus, because sometimes once they challenged it and they went, yeah, that's too much. But we had to go really far.
Well, thanks so much, Lucy, and we're looking forward to seeing, of course, you in Ash on the screen. Great, man, thanks.
I think you're going to love it.
We're here with the lovely Lucy Lawless.
Thank you.
Of course not, it's Bruce Campbell. You look great. By the way, 13 years ago, you were on the Opie and Anthony show. Yeah, it ended up in your book. Yeah. I'm the Anthony guy.
It's a beautiful thing.
Yes, of course.
Have you seen Montana Gunn since that moment when she spit an ice cube out of her butt? And I do believe I described the sound of it correctly by saying the word sport.
Yes, you did. That was in your book.
An ice cube out of a butt sounds like the word sport.
Like the word spork. It was. What a moment that was. Sport. Yeah, it was a wonderful moment.
Now, did you guys get in trouble again?
Numerous.
All the time. Are you going to get in trouble today?
Numerous times. It's impossible for me to get in trouble now because it's my own show.
So why? Because they can't stop you from just talking, right? So you can say whatever you want now.
Whatever. My neighbors would literally have to come to the door with pitchforks and torches.
Make you stop.
Yes.
But they don't do that, right?
It's getting close, but I got a studio in Manhattan now.
Because you can do anything, like us with Ash vs. Evil Dead, we're unrestricted on Starz. Mm-hmm. As an artiste, do you now feel like you got nothing to push against? Like, we got no network going, hey, you got to cut that shit out. You know what I mean? No one's saying that.
It's absolutely true. It is a little weird, but it's refreshing.
And just parks and going hiking and stuff like that?
That or a tad more controversial. Really? Yeah, a little bit.
You go political?
Somewhat.
Because that's always a guarantee. Like, just go political. Do you go religious?
Religious, political, anything goes, man. Guns? Sure.
You're a brave son of a bitch.
Do you like guns?
Well, I'm not even going to answer that because I'm not going to get. That's you. That's for guys that. Because I'm
See
not
what
in
happens?
Trouble. Guns. I didn't even hear the question.
I once went shooting with Daniel Craig and posted a picture, and it caused an uproar because people were like, "Oh my God!"
You were him.
I got in trouble for posting the pictures. He got in trouble from the public for liking guns.
For liking guns. You're James Bond. How dare you like guns?
Exactly. Isn't that odd? What about chainsaws? How do you feel about chainsaws?
The funny thing is, I have one on my property, and I cannot operate the goddamn thing. There's a pump that you got to prime the thing, and there's a switch that's not the on switch, and I don't know if it's the choke. It's a choke issue.
This is the saddest thing I've heard. It really ruins the image.
Oh, I got lectured by my neighbors about guns. We had a skunk that was coming in through the cat door where we lived in Oregon. And you'd hear it because it was really noisy, this thing. So we'd come up the stairs making noise, and the thing would run out. And we told that to a neighbor, and the neighbor goes, well, shoot it with your 22. I'm like, I don't have a 22, because you don't have a 22. You need a 22 for rodents. So I'm like, okay. And he goes, well, what else you got? I go, well, what do I need? He goes, you got to have a shotgun for close work. Then you got to have a scope for distance, because if you live in the country, you got to be able to pick up the guy coming up your driveway, shoot his tires out. And then you got to have a handgun for personal protection. So to my neighbors in Oregon, I'm 4 guns shy of being where I need to be to conduct business.
Well, that just told me you pretty much don't have guns, so well, that's fine.
Right.
All right. Bruce Campbell, Ash versus Evil Dead. Looking forward to it. No, please. It's like I said, impossible to get me in trouble now. Thank you, Bruce. Probably. See, he's on Sirius XM.
Was it a bit of a
It was a
breakup?
bit of a bad breakup, Bruce.
You guys might have a beer again some time ago. You know what? Fuck it. That was a long time ago.
We probably will eventually, but probably not today.
Same business, though. You know what I mean? You guys went through a lot together.
It was 20 years. You know what a 20-year relationship is like.
You recorded people fucking in churches together. I mean, you went through a lot together. So I hope that will bind you as artists, although your sensibilities may be somewhat different.
Having you say that gives me more hope that it might happen.
You guys not shock each other. You know?
Thank you.
Show. You guys should come up with, like, you talk about chess for like an hour. And
Just chess.
You read nothing. You can't go beyond chess. That's the rule.
All right. We're gonna get in trouble here for hogging your time, Bruce.
That's fine.
Take it easy, man.
See you around.
What is your place in the Ash versus Evil Dead universe?
Well, I play Amanda Fisher. She is an all-in-all badass. She knows her way around a gun. She doesn't like the word no. And she's one of the good guys, so she fights for good. And something happens where Ash's name is all up and through it, and so she's on the trail.
How similar the character to you?
Well, you know, it's me. I'm kidding. My mother was actually a federal investigator for 40 years. She just retired. And there's a lot of things inside Amanda Fisher that I see inside my mom, so that was kind of an attraction.
Oh, so that's kind of where you kind of drew some of the character?
Exactly.
And you're badass with weapons? You get out there and kick some ass?
Oh yeah, she kicks butt too. Like we did MMA training. We have an amazing stunt department like in New Zealand, and I was doing MMA training, shooting weapons. I felt like a 13-year-old boy. I was like, Daddy, take me out to. I totally get it.
So, what kind of physical stuff are you doing on the show? Do you call for the stunt person, or do you go, I got this?
Well, I did whatever they would let me do.
Really?
Yeah, but we have amazing stunt people as well. But I definitely did whatever they would allow me to do.
Were you a fan of blood genre, let's say, growing up?
Yeah, you know, like it's up my dark, dirty road. I love the horror genre. Didn't know, of course I knew Evil Dead because it's iconic, but I binged it when I was going through this process because I'd never seen it, and I was like, yes, please.
That's awesome. And to be part of it and to do it on Stars where anything goes, right? Were you kind of shocked at some of the stuff in the script and then go like, who's going to let us do this?
It's hard to shock me, but I was like, me likey. Like I was loving it, yeah.
I dig it. Well, the best of luck with the show and continued success, as they say. Oh, my God. Well, here at, of course, Comic-Con, New York, with Dana. Dana,
Yes.
what's your last name, Dana?
DeLorenzo.
Paisan?
I was gonna ask you, and I'm like, well, it says, I didn't want to, if I was wrong, because then people, Paisan, Goomba, come here.
Paisan,
Hey.
Come here.
Hey.
Like I said, I'm not
We're
feeling
gonna get
fresh
some
today.
manjo.
I know, right? Where are you from?
I'm from Ohio, not New York, even though everyone thinks I am, because in my soul, I think I'm from New York. But everyone's like, oh, you have a New York accent? Everyone in LA, which is where I live.
Yeah.
I don't know, it must be the Italian thing. My grandfather was from Philly.
You did kind of have that New York accent. I've seen your picture over there. You look adorable on the motorcycle.
Adorable.
Do you ride?
Kind of going for a badass. But
Well, no, it's badass.
adorable, like a kitten. That works.
You know, badass can be adorable. I swear. You pull that off.
Don't lie to me, Anthony. We're paisans now. Come on.
I'm not
Look me in
kidding.
the eye. Well, thank you.
Also, you worked on Man Cow, Morning Madhouse. You were on Man Cow, right?
Yes, I was. I played the female sidekick for a while.
You played the female sidekick, a different name and everything.
Alias, yes, Marissa Sanchez.
Why did you have an alias?
Because it was kind of, theater of the mind. That's what Mancow's really big on that. He's brilliant that way, and it's just fun. It's a performance, and then also the serious stuff comes in between. But I was part of the fun performance.
Did you ever interact with Turd? Turd, he's driving toward the wall.
I just want to keep listening to you.
It's hilarious.
You could do all the voices. We'll just have a radio hour right now, and I'll start yelling out old cast members of the show, and we'll see how many you could do. How about
I'll
that?
just blurt it out. How you did mornings, right?
Yes.
How awful is morning drive radio to get up and like you have no life, right?
I didn't have a life, but you know what? It prepared me for now, because I am definitely a night owl.
Mm-hmm.
And when you wake up when it's nighttime, when it's 3:30 in the morning, it does something to your soul.
Yeah.
But I have to say, I mean, that's when we were shooting in New Zealand. A lot of times I was getting picked up at 4 a.m. So, there's a lot of blood to be put on day in and day out.
I would gather. How is it? How's Bruce treating you? Good.
Oh my God, that guy. Where's he? I hope he's not around. No, Bruce Campbell is such a rock star, man. I feel so fortunate to have a front row seat to watching him reprise this role. But also, he was so gracious to Ray and I, welcoming us, chainsaw and all, and just and showing us the ropes. And Sam Raimi especially as well, so collaborative and so kind, and that made me at least feel very comfortable, because it was pretty intimidating before going into this, knowing what I was about to step into, and being terrified that I was going to blow it all. But they made sure to make us feel comfortable from the start, and we're so collaborative. I'm just very fortunate to be a part of this, and I'm so excited for fans to get to see the old gang back on screen.
That is awesome, and I'm totally looking forward to it. And continued success with this. You're a doll.
Thank you.
Have fun.
I am a delicate, adorable, badass doll.
Yes, an adorable badass.
Will never be. That hurt me. Next year, you better be like, you are such a
Badass.
badass. I'm afraid of you right now. Where's my bodyguard?
Thank you so much,
Thank
Dana.
you, Anthony.
Take care. Oh, Dana. Oh, and there we have it. Another Comic-Con here in New York City. I had a lot of fun. I hope you did too. Once again, I want to thank deepdiscount.com and Section 23 Films for making all this possible. We'll see you again next year. Or not. Maybe. I'll let you know in a year. Take it easy. Bye.